We ask that you please rise and join all of Major League Baseball in a moment of silence and league-wide tribute for Hall of Famer Willie Mays, who passed away yesterday at the age of 93. Known as one of the greatest baseball players of all time, Mays had countless accomplishments, including when he famously completed the catch against Cleveland in the 1954 World Series. And we are forever grateful for Willie's brilliance and impact on and off the field, and for the memories he created for generations of baseball fans. He is cemented in baseball and Cleveland history forever.
We know Shane Bieber is the ace of the staff. He's on the injured list. Tanner Bibee is kind of inching forward into that role of the ace of this current rotation.
And somebody has to pick it up. And Tanner Bibee's doing a nice job of doing that.
And the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He struck him out with a nasty slider that had really good bite to it.
There's the key. You get ahead of a guy, and then all of a sudden you drop that breaking ball out of sight. You get him to swing over the top of it, and you get the strikeout. Out number one.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Josh Rojas. A swing and a towering pop-up into shallow center, and there are 4 Guardians out there. And on the run, it's Tyler Freeman, the center fielder, that made the catch. 2 down, no score, first inning. Here's Julio Rodriguez.
Julio cracks this into right field for a base hit. Solid single with 2 outs. Base runner early on tonight for the Mariners.
So with 2 down, Cal Raleigh to the plate.
Swing and a miss. Got him with a curveball. So Bibee strikes out Raleigh. And the Mariners do not score in the first, and the Guardians are coming to bat.
No scores. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Welcome back, young Brian Wu, getting his first start in 12 days. In 6 outings, 3-0 with a 1.07 ERA.
Stephen Kwan riding a 12-game hitting streak and a 23-game on-base streak that predates his IL stint.
First batter with a full count.
High ball 4, only the 3rd walk in almost 34 innings of work for Brian Wu.
1 out, 1 on. Here's Jose Ramirez, the switch hitter, batting left-handed.
Hit hard, base hit right field. Kwan will hit second, he'll head to third. Canzone's throwing the cutoff man. Guardians at the corners with 1 out here in the first.
No score, and now let's see if they can get some of that clutch hitting they've been missing.
Here is Josh Naylor. Josh comes into tonight. He's 6th in the American League with 50 runs batted in. Line drive, base hit right field. A run will score. Ramirez all the way to third. 1-0 Guardians. Josh Naylor, RBI number 51 on the year.
Doing it now. There you go. You get that RBI. See if this lifts a little pressure off the rest of this offense now with runners in scoring position.
Ooh, a bit of a breather. 25 pitches here. Just 1 out so far in the first inning. Ramirez at third, Naylor at first base, and David Fry is the batter. Really tied him up in on his hands. Man, that 2-seamer running in on his knuckles at 95 miles an hour. Wu picks up his first strikeout. Guardians the 5th lowest strikeout rate in the majors. Here is Will Brennan. Soft fly ball into shallow left center field. Julio is there to make the catch. Some damage control nicely done by Brian Wu, able to strand a pair and allow just a single run.
1-0 Cleveland, second inning. Tanner Bibee facing the first baseman and 5-hole hitter Ty France.
Swing and a miss. Up the ladder with some high heat. 3rd strikeout for Tanner. 1 down in inning number 2. Now the 0-2.
Nice.
Bring him up.
That's the curveball right there.
4th strikeout for Bibee. That's 3 in a row.
Here's the DH, Mitch Haniger, and he checked, and did he? Well, Bibee's off the mound heading to the dugout. They call for an appeal at first, and John Tumpain rings up Haniger. Bibee didn't think there should even be an appeal. He was already on his way to the dugout thinking it should have been a called strike. Bottom line is Tanner Bibee strikes out the side. 2 down, bases empty. 1-0 Cleveland. Bo Naylor
Elevated the fastball and Bo blasts it deep center field. And it's going to short hop the fence. He's in the second base with a 2-out double.
Just his 5th double of the year. And so the Guardians have a 2-out base runner leading 1-0. Top of the order in Stephen Kwan.
Drilled deep right field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is off the pole. A 2-out, 2-run homer for King Kwan. He stays absolutely
folks. The little man has big boy power.
Josh Rojas leading things off. Rojas in the air out to center field, blasted back, and it's off the wall. Rojas gave that a ride. He's into second base.
Nice leadoff double.
Mariners needed a jolt of some kind against Bibee.
Ty France steps in with 2 down and a runner at second base.
And he draws a walk. Mariners' first walk tonight.
And here comes Carl Willis, the pitching coach, out to the mound to have a chat with Tanner Bibee. Big spot here for Tanner Bibee, trying to work out of it. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got him to chase the high fastball. 9 strikeouts for Bibee, and he works out of the jam. So 2 down, the runner held at second, Canzone. Here comes J.P. Crawford. Crawford's been up twice, struck out twice.
Oh, make his to go. Ring him up. 11 strikeouts for Tanner Bibee, and J.P. Crawford ejected from the game.
That storm has been brewing since the first pitch of the game. And JP is really hot. And now Scott just got run.
Yep. That was just a matter of time.
And that is the end of the top of the 5th. My, oh my.
Well, some changes for Seattle, most notably on the mound. They have a new pitcher on. Mike Baumann, a right-hander, takes over for Brian Wu. And there's also a new second baseman. After J.P. Crawford, the shortstop, was ejected. Ryan Bliss is playing second. Dylan Moore moves over to short. So Jimenez draws a walk. And with 2 outs, the inning continues for Jose Ramirez, who's 1 for 2 with a single. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There goes the runner. The pitch is in tight. The throw down is not in time. Safe at second base with a stolen base. Andres Jimenez. The 3-2 swung on, a bouncing ball near second, snared by Bliss, turns, throws, safe at first, rounding third, heading for home. Jimenez scores with a head-first slide from second on an infield single. Guardians baseball to a T right there.
Josh Naylor with a 3-0 count. See if Baldwin lays one in there. He's swinging, and it is not coming back. Oh, baby! Another 2-out, 2-run homer makes it a 3-run 5th for the Guardians. Naylor's 18th on the year, and he has driven in 3 on the night.
Schneemann at second with 2 down. Cleveland up 6-0. Bo Naylor 1 for 2 with that double.
Base hit right field. Bo Naylor brings around Daniel Schneemann. He'll score. And it's 7-0 Guardians. Naylor with his second hit of the night. Oh, it's a good night for Bo.
Here's Josh Naylor, 3 RBIs tonight with a single and a 2-run bomb to right.
There's a hanging curveball, and it is hit high and deep and gone.
He's gone deep again. Josh Naylor with a solo blast to right center. And the Guardians make it an 8-0 lead. Well, Emmanuel Clase needs some work. That's the only reason you're seeing him, because he has not pitched in a ballgame now in 5 days. Is all that stands between Cleveland pitching its 8th shutout of the year. Swing and a high chopper to short. Routine hop. Schneemann gloves, throws, ball game. Shutout number 8 for Cleveland. They even the series with Seattle, and tonight it's the Guardians that dominate the Mariners 8-0.